plastic-free ice cube trays. When you're trying to avoid plastic in your kitchen, there are certain things that are really hard to find without plastic, and ice cube trays are one of them. So most ice cube trays out there are plastic, like polypropylene, including the one that is probably in your refrigerator. There's tons out there that are also made with silicone. Unfortunately, there have now been a number of studies showing that things leach out. There's a study recently that found lots of microplastics in ready-to-use, like packaged ice cubes that you would get at the store. So most of the polymers that were in there were polypropylene, right? And polypropylene is usually not the most commonly found microplastic in tap water, right? That's why we're sure that the vast majority of these microplastics came from the ice cube machine that made the ice cubes. Yes, plastic leaches even when it's cold. And unfortunately, freezing makes plastic become brittle, which makes it leach more. Microplastics are not the only thing to worry about when it comes to plastic, because they also leach chemical additives that are in that plastic, okay? And sure enough, there have been studies showing that even under freezing conditions, the chemicals in polypropylene are able to leach into ice. Yikes, right? And then there's silicone, and a lot of people think that silicone is totally safe, and unfortunately that is just not true. It can have a lot of the same chemical additives as plastic, okay? Like phthalates and antioxidants and UV stabilizers, gross stuff, okay? Cheap, flexible silicone, the likes of which you might find in an ice cube tray, that tends to leach more readily. And unfortunately, studies have actually shown that yes, oligomers and other chemicals that come from silicone do leach into ice cube trays. Gross! So what do you do instead? There are stainless steel ice cube trays that you can get. I bought some because I personally had never used them, and I wanted to show you how easy they were to use. I bought two different kinds. I bought the old school kind, it has a lever that will crack the ice. I also bought one that didn't have anything, and you would basically kind of twist the stainless steel. Both of them were pretty easy to use. You can see that the kind with the lever, that really crushed the ice a little bit more. It was more irregular chunks of ice. However, the one that was smaller, where you twisted it, it was relatively easy to get those ice cubes out, and they retained their shape, and they looked really cute. All that is to say, stainless steel ice cube trays are totally non-toxic, and they're all relatively cheap, and they're going to last forever without, leaching creepy stuff into your ice.